So today, we're going to take a look at a fascinating idea, a blueprint for a thriving city built completely from scratch using first principles. It's a really ambitious experiment in urban design, and it kind of makes you wonder, is this what the perfect city actually looks like?
I mean, just think about it for a second. What if you could just skip all the mistakes of history? No traffic-choked streets, no endless urban sprawl, no messy, disjointed planning. What if you had a totally blank canvas to design a city that just works?
Well, that blank canvas? That's Marsden Point. This isn't just another city, it's a full-blown experiment where every single decision, from the tallest skyscraper right down to the smallest bike lane, is part of one huge integrated strategy.
All right, so where do you even start when you're designing an entire city from the ground up? Well, in this case, you start with one single, incredibly powerful philosophy that shapes literally everything else.
This right here, this is the secret sauce. It sounds simple, right? But it is absolutely revolutionary when you stick to it. Instead of planning your roads and your buildings in separate little bubbles, you design them together, always. What you get is a system where every part actually reinforces every other part.
And here's what that philosophy looks like when it comes to life. See, the economy, the transit, the places people live, they aren't separate things. They're designed to feed into each other, creating one single interconnected system. This isn't just a map, you guys. It's a blueprint for an engine of growth.
And you know, this whole integrated design idea, it flows directly into the city's economy. Marsden Point is built to be resilient, and it does that through this fascinating model of self-sufficiency. To really get it, let's follow a single product's journey, from the very beginning to the very end.
The big idea here is mastering the full supply chain. Now, what that means is that everything, from growing the raw materials to marketing the final product, it all happens right here, inside the city. This creates this powerful, self-reinforcing loop that's way more protected from shocks from the outside world.
So this grain-to-TV commercials model is the perfect example. You've got the production, the processing, the selling, and even the marketing all happening inside this one ecosystem. It's a perfect, self-contained economic circuit.
And it all kicks off right here. These are the Marsden Fields, a deliberately planned agricultural zone. Now, notice how the grain processing facility is located right there, on site. That is no accident. That's intentional design, meant to maximize efficiency and just slash logistics costs.
But look, you can't put all your eggs in one basket, right? To be truly future-proof, the economy in Marsden Point is deeply diversified. We're talking sectors from advanced manufacturing and finance to tourism and even, well, aerospace.
Yep, you heard that right. Rocket launches. And this isn't just some gimmick. It's a massive signal that this place has a super sophisticated, high-tech sector. It's the kind of thing that attracts the best and the brightest minds from all over the world, and it puts Marsden Point on the absolute cutting edge of innovation.
Okay, but to make an engine this powerful run smoothly, you need some seriously good arteries to move everything around. Getting people and goods where they need to go efficiently is absolutely critical, and that's where the city's amazing multimodal transportation network comes in.
And the focus here really is on moving people, not just cars. You've got regional rail that connects all the outlying towns, a super dense tram and metro network in the city center that runs 24/7, a ferry system to get you across the bay, and safe, protected bike lanes pretty much everywhere. It's a truly integrated ecosystem.
You know, the planners here weren't just making this stuff up. They pulled from the best real-world examples out there. So on the left, you see a green tramway from a city that exists today. And on the right, you see that exact same principle executed beautifully in Marsden Point. The whole goal is to create transit that's not just efficient, but is actually a pleasant part of the city.
And here, the water isn't a barrier, it's a highway. The ferry system is absolutely essential, linking up all these waterfront communities and turning the entire bay into an active part of the city's transportation and economic life. It's brilliant.
So we've looked at the systems, we've looked at the economy, but what's it actually like to live here? Well, the city is designed to offer a couple of very different lifestyles, but all of them with a really high quality of life.
You've basically got two main choices. You can live in the super bustling urban core, with its high-rises and constant energy, all powered by that 24/7 transit. Or you could choose a quieter life in one of the master-planned satellite towns, with really unique single-family homes and their own local shops and services right there.
And wow, the contrast is just night and day, really. On one side, you have the gleaming towers and the pure density of the city's economic heart, and on the other, you get these human-scale, vibrant, and green neighborhoods out in the suburbs.
It's a city that's designed to give you options, all intentionally planned and incredibly well connected.
Now, a huge part of what makes the city so livable is its commitment to public space. The waterfront isn't just for industry, it's a massive recreational hub. And this wasn't an afterthought. It's a core economic strategy to drive tourism and, just as important, to give residents an amazing place to relax and connect with each other.
So, okay, Marsden Point is a really cool case study. But what's the big takeaway here? Why does this fictional blueprint matter for our actual real-world cities?
The success of this whole model really boils down to 4 key principles. By linking transport and land use, you create a much safer environment for investment. By diversifying the economy, you build resilience for the future. By prioritizing transit, you give people unparalleled access. And by focusing on quality of life, you create a magnet for the best talent.
And that kind of leaves us with the final big question, one for you to think about. Look, we can't all just start over with a blank canvas. But which pieces of this blueprint, that integrated planning, the focus on public transit, the commitment to quality of life, which of those could we actually apply to make our own communities better places to live?
Because ultimately, as Marsden Point really shows us, a city isn't just a collection of buildings or a place to work. It's a complex, interconnected system for living. And when that system is designed with real purpose, it can create an absolutely extraordinary environment for people to thrive.